What's good, y'all? It's your boy PO back with another one. And today, as y'all can see, we watching Zevi. Make sure y'all go like, comment, and subscribe on his video. This video is called How YoungBoy Pretended to Be a Doctor to Run a Secret Drug Ring. Let's get into this, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get your snack. That was really rude of him to start. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get your snack, and get ready to enjoy. Now let's get into the video.
So NBA YoungBoy was just sentenced to 23 months in prison,
Right.
which is a pretty good deal for what he did. You need to listen. So a little while back, they caught YoungBoy pretending to be an older woman named Gwen, and at times pretending to be a doctor, all in order to get prescription, stuff. Now, as insane as that might sound, the evidence against him was pretty astonishing. But
That
to
is so
understand
crazy.
everything, we need to go back. Now, first of all, for those of you that don't know, YoungBoy Never Broke Again, very, very popular rapper. Now, when I say very, very popular rapper, I mean very, very popular rapper. A lot of people don't know how massive his fan base is. He generates billions and
Right now, NBA able to yellow stream start his career. Sheesh. 2022 was 6.5 billion. 2018 he had 4 billion streams. For real? He's the second most streamed U.S. artist in the year so far.
billions of streams. In fact, for years, he's been YouTube's most streamed rapper, ahead of Drake. And he's usually the second or third most streamed artist on YouTube, right behind Taylor Swift. He's also the youngest artist to have 100 songs on the Billboard Hot 100. Now, this is important because you need to see how much money he makes for himself and his record label. That means they don't want that boy in jail. He's going to have the best lawyers. And well, his lawyers proved just that, because before the charges where he's pretending to be a doctor and all that, he has had many,
What's his record label
other
called?
charges. All of them revolving around him having a... Now, the most important
Somebody
ones
let me
that
know what
lead up to him
YoungBoy's record label is called, bro.
and being sentenced is, first, he allegedly hops out the whip and starts at people. They say, yo, YoungBoy, you finna be locked up for this.
The way I found this guy, let me actually subscribe to him myself. The way I found him is he just popped up on my For You page like a whole bunch, telling like little stories like about famous people basically. And yeah, they were shorter on TikTok obviously, but now I could watch the full videos and like really learn some, you feel me?
It's good lawyers, remember? They say, hey, come on, man. Come on. The judge says, well, you make a pretty good point. Judge says, look, young boy, we finna put you on probation. You can't have one of these things, and you can't hang around certain people that'll get you into trouble. The judge says, cool. The lawyer says, you got it, judge. Ain't that right, young boy? Young boy said, the lawyer said, ain't that right, young boy said, oh, yeah, that's right. And well, this brings us to our second case. Young boy driving around, and people start at him. Not his fault. They hit a girl that he's with. He brings out his and starts back.
No.
But he's not supposed to have one of these, remember? Now, here's the thing. It's not his fault, though.
That's crazy, though. The fact that he didn't even, like, want to use it and he was forced to, like, it's crazy.
Right? It's looking like self-defense and all that. But the police say, hey, what about the people you was with, though? That's the problem. Because remember, he's not supposed to have one of these, and he's not supposed to hang around certain people. So they said, you was hanging around with those people in that whip. So that's what we're bringing you in for. The lawyer says, come on. The judge says, all right, well, you have another good point. Young boy, you really need to stop. Young boy says, I told you I was going to stop, didn't I? Third case, young boy out shooting a music video. He got a whole bunch of the dudes with him, a whole bunch of the guys. They all got their in young boy's music videos. Post it. Somebody sees what's going on. They say, ain't that young boy? They send a tip to the police. They say, yo, I see some folk doing some very sketchy things. The police drive over. They see young boy. They say, young boy, you're not supposed to be around these things. Young boy goes, Oh yeah! They bring YoungBoy back over to the judge. The lawyer looks at YoungBoy, says, "You tripping? But let me see what I can do." He looks over at the judge and he says,
Bro, I was looking at Flight's page earlier, and he has 5,000 videos up, bro. I don't even know how many of those were reactions, but like, it just made me think, like, after every 1,000 video, I wonder, like, where I'm gonna be at in this career. It's gonna be crazy.
"Judge, come." Judge says, "That's not gonna work this time." Lawyer says, "Okay. Hear me out. What if we send YoungBoy over to Utah? Maybe the surrounding scene of Louisiana, that's where YoungBoy's from, is, making him do these things. How about we send him to Utah? He used to be out there for an outreach program. Let's send him over there." The judge says, "All right, we gonna send YoungBoy over to Utah."
Okay, so
"I don't
that's
want to
why
hear
he
about
was
this
living in that.
ever again. He's gonna be
So
on
that's
house."
why he was living on Grave Digger Mountain on house arrest in Utah. It was to stay out of jail and to stay away from people he shouldn't be involved with.
House arrest. The lawyer says, "It's Utah. He's not gonna do nothing wrong in Utah. Ain't that right, YoungBoy?" YoungBoy says, "I'm not gonna do nothing wrong in Utah."
What could he do in Utah,
Now,
right?
all this is alleged, by the way. I forgot to
So
mention
this
that.
is when
Anyway,
it.
he's at Utah.
So this.
And pharmacy.
So now we're getting to like 2022, 2023, 2024 area basically, like 23, 24 area for real. If he's living in Utah now,
Keep getting calls saying, "Hey, we need to pick up our prescription."
That's where this story's coming to, at least.
From this one doctor, let's call him Craig. Craig just keeps calling in saying, "Yo, I need prescription for my patients. I need prescriptions for my patients." The pharmacists are getting suspicious because this guy's calling a lot. So they tell him, "Look, we need you to send over a copy of this prescription you keep talking about, Craig." Craig says, Cool, I'm gonna get back to you." They tell him, wait, hold on, Craig. What are your doctor details? The doctors have like special numbers and identification numbers and all that. The pharmacy gets the doctor identification number that he supplied them, and they actually look up the doctor, and it's Craig. And they say, "Okay, well, he must be legit." They call and say, "Craig, you just called to order some prescriptions right now, right?" He says, "Nah, I never called. It must be someone who stole my identity." Now the pharmacy is really sussed out. So they call the police. They say, "Yo, we've gotten a bunch of strange prescriptions, mainly from this doctor named Craig, from a bunch of older women saying that they need a prescription." So the police tell the pharmacy, "Okay, look, don't say anything. Call them, telling them you want."
Like, look how this guy's storytelling is, bro. It's amazing. It's perfect. It's flowing amazingly. It's so smooth.
Prescription and tell them to come in and pick it up. Pharmacy says, "Okay, cool." So the next time they get a call from someone saying, "Oh, my name is Gwen, I need my prescription," the pharmacy says, Sure, come on in." The person on the phone says,
Gwen, the alias that YoungBoy was using. The doctor alias that YoungBoy was using.
"My younger granddaughter is going to come in and pick it up." The pharmacy says, "Of course, come in and pick it up." The police, meanwhile, is waiting, posted. Somebody comes in YoungBoy's car. It's two women associated with YoungBoy. They walk in to pick up the prescription for Gwen White. I actually need to say the full name because that's important. They walk in to pick up the prescription for Gwen White. The police say, "Come on, you going to jail." So the police take the two women associated with YoungBoy and they bring them to the station. They take YoungBoy's car and they put it in an impound lot, waiting for someone to call and pick up his.
Oh, got the race car costume to match.
And they put it in an impound lot, waiting for someone to call and pick up his car. So they put that trap on the side. They're waiting for somebody to call for the car. Meanwhile, they look at the two women associated with YoungBoy and they say, "Come on." They say, No, we was just picking up stuff for our grandma." And here's where things start to get wicked. If this story couldn't get any weirder, the police get a phone call from Gwen, basically saying, y'all got my grandkids locked up? They was just picking stuff up for me." The police look at the phone. They say, "Y'all say your grandma Gwen White was calling, right?" The girl say, "Yeah." The police say, "Ma'am, what's your name again?" She said, "My name is Gwen Cox." See, the problem was that YoungBoy allegedly was using so many different names for older women. He was also using doctors' names. He got the names mixed up. He used a name Betsy Cox for like another thing. He's getting the names mixed up, allegedly.
Wow.
So he says Gwen Cox. The police said, you cannot make this up. It was also reported that the person calling them was obviously a younger southern male from Louisiana or Texas pretending to be an older woman from Utah. At one
He was really like determined to get his drugs. And how did he get the names and like information of doctors to be able to confirm their details? I need that telegram.
Point, the person on the phone says, let me ask you a question. Ask is basically how they say ask in Louisiana, Texas, and some other states.
X.
Not Utah. The police sitting there shocked. They said, when's your birthday? The person on the phone gives them their birthday. The police said, okay, how old are you? The person on the phone goes, damn, they slipped up trying to do the math in their head. The police said, you know what, don't even worry about it. Just give us your address so we can come over and talk to you in person. Person on the phone says, nah, I'm good. Hangs up. At this point, the police are like, okay, this has to be YoungBoy, right? Ring, ring, ring. It's the next day.
Cantrell, you can't hide.
With YoungBoy's car springs up. YoungBoy calls in and says, yo, I'm trying to pick up my car. But he calls the police. They say, oh, perfect. This is the police. He said, oh, no, I'm trying to call the impound lot to pick up my car. They said, no, don't worry. You could talk to us. He said, okay, let me ask you. They said, oh, Lord. The police say, stop right there. We come into your house with a search warrant. At this point, it's enough to get a search warrant. So they pull up to YoungBoy's house. He says, all right, y'all search what y'all need to search. They search his house and they find prescription bottles with different names. Gwen, Bessie, all the names that was used. YoungBoy said, damn, I didn't think y'all was finna find that. They said, okay, YoungBoy, come on. You going down to the station. Now remember, he was supposed to be on house arrest for all them other charges. He was supposed to be extra good.
Yeah.
And now they find out bro has different names pretending to be doctors trying to get prescription.
He doing identity fraud
on
me. Bro, for a felon, a felon to be doing identity fraud even after you've gotten multiple chances. Do you not learn? You've been blessed.
Lawyer pulls up. Lawyer says, okay, look, step one. Why don't we just put everything together? YoungBoy has all of these charges. Let's just put them all into one trial. Let's just save some time. Everyone agrees. YoungBoy got charges for this. YoungBoy got charges for violating probation. This one thing with him pretending to be doctors and all that is already 63 charges on its own. So they said, let's just put all the charges together. Now, it also turns out the feds were in charge of some of YoungBoy's cases. Now, this is a blessing.
Bro, this is why trials go on for so long. Him doing this thing with the prescription drugs was...
Also turns out the feds were in charge of some of YoungBoy's. All that is already 63 charges on it.
63 separate charges that he's being tried for, bro. So that means just in that section alone, his lawyer has to defend him on like however many counts. Like, you get what I'm saying, bro? Not like all 63, but like, yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
So they said, let's just put all the charges together. Now, it also turns out the feds were in charge of some of YoungBoy's cases. Now, this is a blessing and a curse. Well, it's a curse because the feds always love to get a conviction. But that can also be a blessing as well. Because most of the time, as long as the feds win, they're kind of okay with it. And a lot of times winning can look like a deal. So YoungBoy's lawyer tells the feds, look, we can sit here and fight all of these charges tooth and nail. We can say YoungBoy was just sitting there shooting a music video, then all his friends showed up. But they could say anything they want. They could say, him on the phone? No, that wasn't him on the phone. Prove it. They can sit here and they can fight. Or y'all can win. YoungBoy can plead something called no contest, which means I'm not saying I'm guilty, but I know if we go to trial, I'm gonna lose. So I give up. And that usually comes with the feds dropping charges here, reducing charges there. So they amount all of these charges to just 23 months. I told you it's a pretty good deal for what he was in.
23 months. So, dang, that's still 2 years, though. Dang, that's still 2 years, though. But hey, bro, he was doing something crazy to get identity fraud of and he's a felon, dropped to 2 years, and he was pretending to be not just regular people but doctors to get drugs, and he's only doing 2 years. His lawyer is that guy.
In for, and
or
he
that
can
girl.
get less time for that for good behavior. He also has to pay $25,000 in fines,
It ain't
and
none.
he gets 5 years of probation after his sentence. Now, in the
5
end of all of
years?
this,
You
the
better be
judge
good when
actually
you get
tells
out, bro.
YoungBoy, "Look, I've seen many talented people struggle with addiction," and the judge tells him that hopefully this helps.
He said, I've seen many people with talent who lose their potential due to addiction. When you finish your federal sentence, you'll have the opportunity to use your potential fully. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden. W. Judge, he don't even sound like, he don't seem mad at him. He seemed like he want him to be successful for real.
Him out and sets him on the right path, because this story may be all fun and games, but if you really think about it, to get these prescriptions, allegedly he's calling in pretending to be doctors, other people, just to get these prescriptions. They say it was enough prescriptions for it to be distribution, meaning that YoungBoy may have been selling this stuff, but it's been defaulted to, they believe YoungBoy was acquiring these many prescriptions to further his own habit. Now, I still say allegedly and all that, because remember, he pleaded no.
I think they were saying it was K2. I don't know what that is, but I think it's horse tranquilizer or something like that. And horses are, or horses, whatever the plural is for horse, they are big and strong.
Even though he was sentenced. So if he allegedly was doing all this stuff, then hopefully him being sentenced really does help him kick that
For
prescription
real,
habit,
man.
because prescription stuff can be highly addicting, and he has many fans that
hopefully he gets out and he's really straight when he get out, really could lock in on what he want to do, what he loves, whether that's music or anything else.
And thank you for watching the YouTube videos. Second, I'm gonna be taking a little break in the holiday season. I'll probably be coming back to make videos like mid-January, something like that. I'll be throwing out
we gonna be watching more of his. He's done basically. We gonna be watching more videos on from his channel for sure. Let me see what else he got on here. Let me know if y'all like this video, man. Why K-Flock is staying in jail forever? Why EDP isn't in jail? How the feds caught 6ix9ine? Like, I need to watch that type of stuff. Yeah. Yes. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of him. W video from Zevy. W video from PO. Like, comment, subscribe. Go enjoy more videos on the channel. It's your boy PO and I'm gone.